Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you're new to the channel, my name is Sad Basim. I'm an active Amazon seller and I help other people in their journey, whether they need help in Amazon. And this channel is dedicated just to be able to help you to make money online and to help you understand Amazon better and any other platform that we're going to get into. So today's video, I'm very excited about it, because we're going to talk about PPC, and this video is going to be one of too many that's coming up. It's going to be a series of videos that I'm going to walk you through from the beginning of PPC, the basics of PPC, until we create a campaign. Now, I don't know how many videos these are going to be, but I'm going to release one video at a time. It's going to be a small video from 10 to 15 minutes, nothing crazy, because I don't want to give you 1 hour video all the time, because it's going to be a lot of information, dense and intense, and you won't be able to get the whole information. So I wanted to do it in small chunks of 10 to 15 minutes, and we will go through everything that we need. So please subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, because if I'm going to come up with the videos, you'll be notified and you can watch the rest of the series. So this is part one about PPC. We're going to talk about what's PPC, why it's important, and also we're going to talk about the terminology and the terms that a PPC has, which is very important, because if we're going to talk about PPC in depth, so if we say any terminology like impression, clicks, ACoS, you need to understand what does that mean and how they're going to affect your PPC campaigns and business as a whole. So this is going to be a great video for people, even beginners and also advanced. I see a lot of people that think they're advanced, and when it comes to those things, they don't really understand the details. So I'm going to share that with you. So let's jump in right away and let's make it. Hopefully we hit the 10 minutes, 15 minutes target video. So let's talk about PPC. What's PPC? PPC is known as pay-per-click. It's Amazon advertising platform that helps sellers like us to be able to get visibility to their platform, and is based on a bidding system the same thing similar as eBay. As bidding system is basically who pays the most will be able to get the best placement or the best ad placement on Amazon to get the visibility. So that's how it works. It's about bidding system. If you are bidding 50 cents and your competitor bidding 60 cents, the competitor will win, and vice versa. And you need to really gauge that. Now, higher you bid on specific keywords, on a specific search terms, you'll be able to have different placement on Amazon, and that's what I really want to share with you today, guys, about where you can find PPC, what PPC, where you're gonna find it, where are the placements, and we're gonna go through all that. Now, why this is important? Because it helps you to get visibility, especially when you're new and you're launching a new product. I guarantee you won't be able to show up in the Amazon catalog. There's millions and millions of products on Amazon, so it's very hard for you to get that placement or that visibility. So to be able to push it, to push that ad, or to push your listing, to make sure that become visible, we can pay Amazon a little bit of we can bid on specific keyword to show up for that specific product, for that specific keyword, and that's going to help you to gain visibility, which is very important, especially because Amazon doesn't know your product, doesn't know relevancy, doesn't know the conversion, doesn't know nothing about your product. So if you give it that push, you will make Amazon learn more about your product to show you in the most efficient way, which is very, very important. And also, it helps you for ranking. So if I want to rank a product for a specific keyword, that's the best method to do it. PPC is the first #1 method to launch your product and to make sure you get visibility into Amazon and start ranking for multiple keywords. Now, and also this product, it helps you to maintain ranking. So for example, if I had a ranking, if I'm ranking for a specific keyword on a specific position, to be able to maintain that position, I can pay Amazon to show up, so I can increase the sales to make sure that I'm maintaining my top position, third position, fourth position, fifth position, whatever the position is for that specific keyword that you're targeting. So it's really, really important, PPC, and it's very essential. It's a little bit gets complicated, and that's why I have a lot of questions coming about it, and I want to make sure I get you from the beginning to the end. So That's what's PPC, as we said, and we also discussed why it's important. Now, let me show you where you can find those ads and how they look like, so you can be aware of it. Okay, so now if you see, guys, this is as our charcoal air purifying bag. As you see, this is what sponsored. If you see a listing has sponsored, that means this listing, it paid money for that specific keyword, charcoal air purifying bag. Whatever the bid is, whatever money they paid to be able to show up in the top of the search for that specific keyword, which is called sponsored. Usually in the most of the categories, you can have multiple positions. So one of them here, we have the head ads. Okay, this is for people who have AMS, which is an old thing, or you have a brand registry and you'll be able to get this head brand ads, which are really, really cool. If you have multiple products, you need at least 3 products to be able to qualify for that, which is really, really awesome. And if you click on that, it's going to bring you to the whole store and you'll be able to find other products. So if I click on this one, for example, and if I look, he's going to bring me to his store. He's going to bring me to everything they have here. So you see that? Multiple. So he can sell, cross-sell, whatever he wants. So that's very useful way of getting visibility for other product and upselling and cross-selling, which is really, really important. Now, for regular ones, which is we have here, which is for most of the accounts where people doesn't have brand registry, whatever, they're going to have those features, which is sponsored ad, which is in the main category, is going to be on the top. Is going to be, for most of the categories, going to be in the top, okay, or is going to be in the middle, top, middle, and bottom. So this is here, we're going to see the middle. You see, there's 2 positions, and also at the end, you will see most likely another 2 positions for sponsor ad. You see that? So you see, that's the last. So top, middle, and bottom. These are sponsor ads you're gonna show up. And also, if you wanted to get more, I'm just showing you the places for you to understand it. And you'll be able to know how to target which one is which, where you want, top position, medium position, whatever you want. So let's say, for example, we take in this guy. Okay. Now, if I click on his listing, also there's some sponsor ad are going to show up, which are very important. One of them is going to be here, which is brand targeting, or for people who have brand registry, be able to target those kind of stuff. Head search ads, they call them. Sorry about that here. Now, if I go down, you will see here, sponsored product related to this product. This is another way where you can find sponsored ads. And also, which is, we're going to talk about the new feature also in the next series about a product targeting and the new feature that Amazon released in the past few months, which is we're going to get deeper on them. That's why it's not going to be in this video, it's going to be in the next one. This is only for the basics for now. So if you go down also, you're going to find another place where there will be some sponsor ad here also. So it's going to be in the middle of the page and also at the bottom. And also, which is a lot of people don't know this, is going to be, if I put this product add to cart, and I go to add to cart, you'll see another sponsored products here, which are really important. And these going to be huge because someone can come here, and if you have a better offer, you target them, you will be able to steal that sale. So for example, if I come here and before I click my proceed to checkout or buy, I can just click this. Oh, you know what? This 144 has $17.99. Maybe I'll buy this one. Or maybe also if you have a lightning deal, will show up, hey, a lightning deal, so you buy it. And that happens all the time, guys. Okay. So this is where the placements, most of the placements that you're gonna find about Amazon, the sponsor ads, and where they're gonna show up. Okay, so we have it one in the main search results. It's gonna be in the top as a brand targeting. Search head ads, and also head search ads, and also you're gonna be in the top, in the middle, and at the bottom. And also if you go to the listing, inside also is gonna be another places for you to find your ads, and also in the checkout. Okay, and there's other stuff that happens which is more advanced, like the one you see here on the top, which is more and more advanced. I personally don't know how to do this one on the top, but there's ways to do it for very, very, very advanced people. Now, so that's where you can find the ads. Now, let's talk about the terminology, which are very important, and the relationship between them, which is really, really important. Now, if I go to this account, and everything's going to be blurred here on the left side and everything, but that's where it goes. Usually when you come to advertising, okay, you're going to come to advertising. You come to advertising, campaign manager, or just hit on advertising by itself will bring you right away to this campaigns, all the campaigns that you have created. Now, what I want the most, so, and also we're going to talk about this, we're going to talk about portfolio and everything, which is a new features, which is I'm going to help you with later on. But now I really want to talk about the platform itself and how it looks. So here is going to be the name of the campaign or portfolio, and also it's going to tell you spend, sales, ACoS, impression, which is I'm going to explain. But this is going to give you an overview of about how your campaigns are doing, and if you understand the if you understand the terminology very well, you'll be able to see what does that mean, and you'll be able to know how you're going to benefit. So let me just zoom in and let's talk about the stuff here. Everything is going to be blurred. I'm sorry, just because I cannot share the stuff. And this product was at launch stage. We're still waiting for the ordering for it, but it is what it is. So now look, it's going to be here. It's going to tell you the status of the campaign, if it's active or not. Here now it's paused. If you want to activate it, you just turn it on, okay, or turn it off. It's going to tell you delivering, or if you close it, it's going to tell you it's paused, okay. You can do that sometimes if you want to pause a campaign, you want to start again, whatever you want for whatever purpose that you have. Okay, now this is the campaign name, which is the name of the campaign that's created, because there's multiple type of ads that we're going to get into, but this is what you need. You need just to name them very well so you can understand them, so you can be able to filter them very easy later on. Now the type is going to tell you if it's a manual, automatic campaign, which is we're going to get into in next video, or not next video, the video after, about campaigns, match types, what kind of campaigns we have, and all this stuff. I'm going to get into them. Then this is portfolio, which is a new feature, which is I'm going to explain later. This is the start date, the end date, when you started this campaign, and when you end them. Usually I don't end them, I just leave them at no end date. Now this budget is the budget of the campaign. So you're telling Amazon here as a budget, I'm giving $35 for that campaign for the whole day. So I'm willing to spend $35 as a budget for that specific campaign, which is, let's say, $35, or here $20, or $35, or $20 for each campaign. All right, and depending on what kind of campaigns you're doing, what stage of the business, are you launch, are you in maintenance, or whatever it is, there's a lot of things that you can get involved. So you start, let's say, $35. This is the budget that you set. So once your budget runs out, your ad is not going to run anymore until you put more money. Now, the other thing is going to be impressions. Now, what does impression means? Is the number of times ads were displayed. So if someone types a specific keyword or search term, let's say air purifying bag, how many times your product was showing up somewhere in the page? How many times showed up? So if someone searched, let's say 1,000 people searched it, how many times they saw you? Or if you clicked it, they saw you somewhere, where in the side, on the top, middle, bottom, second page, third page, inside, whatever it is, this is impression. So it means you showed up on Amazon for 59,000 here, 59,000 times, 59,125 times. Now, out of the 59,000 people that you were visible, 192 people clicked it. So you showed up, that's only showing up with no action, and it clicks. It's when you showed up, how many people actually saw your ad and clicked on it. And that's what clicks is. What clicks is basically someone clicked on your ad physically. Now, a click-through rate, which is very important because it's a relationship between clicks and impression. And that's more suggests, click-through rate suggests desirability of your product. How attractive was the product? When it showed up, image was nice, beautiful, that's impression. And then it clicked it. If you get more clicks, that means people really like your main image, which is really good relationship. And that's a tip for you to be able to understand what's going on. Hey, is my main image is good or not? If you're getting a high impression, low clicks, you understand what's going on. Maybe, one of the reasons could be your image or price or offer. There's a lot of things that get involved, but this is the basics, okay? So now, if I want to see what click-through rate is ratio between the clicks and impressions. So if I come let's say here, and I want to show you this actually. I think you guys gonna understand. You're gonna like it, especially the people who are really like to geek out on numbers. So if I go do 192 clicks divided by 59, 125 equals times 100. This is going to be 32%. So here, see, 0.32%. So 0.32%, not 32%, 0.32%. Now, this number, usually I want it to be around 0.2, 0.25. This is the minimum I can. So anything over that, this amazing number. Anything it's less, that means I need some work on my listing. All right. Now, let's go ahead and talk about spend. Some of them are just, they explain themselves, but this is what I really want to make sure I hit it. It's spend. Spend is being how money this specific campaign on that row is spent. It spent $388. Okay, so I spent $388 on the specific period of lifetime. Let's say 388, whatever the date you put here. You can put a date anywhere you want. Date ranges, it can be whenever you want. It can be the last 7 days. You can do it customized, whatever you want to do. And also, some of you, if you're not gonna find columns, you can come here, come to customized columns and just select all, okay? Or the pre-made ones. Like if you want only conversion, you can say, hey, I'm really worried about conversion or performance or sending, whatever you want, you can do it. Me, I always do it at all, and I check them all. That's all what I do, okay? And then hit apply, and that's it. Now, spend is how much money I spend, okay? Now, a click CPC means cost per click. How much it cost me for each click? So this is the relationship between the money and the clicks. So if I come in and I hit my calculator again, okay, and I do $388.01 divided by 192 is going to give me the average cost per click, 2.02. So you see, 2.02. So this is the relationship between the spend and the clicks, which is really, really important. Now, orders, that means how many orders I got from those clicks, which is, the orders is 21 orders. So for all the money I spent, $388, I generated 21 sales from that specific campaign, which is really important metric that you need to follow. So this is the orders. Now, sales is how much monetary money you made. So from the 21 units, I generate $1,000 and $1,048.95. This is how much I made. Now, let's talk about ACOS. ACOS is one of the most important term that all of you are really paying attention to, and you really want to make sure what it is. You always want to make sure that you have a lower ACOS, and ACOS means average cost of sale. That means is the relationship between the sales and the money being spent. So how you calculate that is the following. So let's get our calculator back in, okay? And we're gonna do the following. It's gonna be 388.01 divided by 1048.95 equals. That's giving me 0.3699 times 100 because we want the percentage. That'll be 36.99. So you see 36.99. This is the most important things that you really need to understand. It's the impression, clicks, click-through rate, spend, CPC, which is cost per click, orders, sales, and ACOS. Now, these are very, very, very important metrics and terminology that you need to understand. So every time we talk about those things, you understand what's going on. Okay, so you understand what daily budget is, you understand what impression, what clicks, and everything else. And this is how the platform is gonna look like. And here's gonna be the campaigns. I'm just gonna go back again. We have the campaigns. And honestly, I don't touch none of this except here advertising setting, which is gonna tell me how much my sponsored product budget cap. This is basically where you can control how much you want to spend as a total. So for example, we said for each campaign, we have $35, 25 bucks, blah, blah, blah. You can say, hey, just spend money until you reach up the cap of each campaign. Or let's say the whole campaign is add up for 100 bucks. Or you can say, hey, I can go up to $75 or whatever amount of budget that you want per day. And that's, you can control it. And also we have the advertising report. Here where you're gonna download the ad report that we're gonna use for optimizing later on after we create the campaign and running it for a long time. So guys, that's where we are. I hope you guys watched, very helpful for you. You understood what's PPC, why it's important, all the terminology that you need to know. So now we can get to the next video, which is going to talk about the advanced features. And after that, we're going to get into the nitty gritty stuff, which is you guys are waiting for. So guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Please like the video, subscribe, and stay tuned for the next one because it's going to be awesome. And I'm looking forward to it. And I'm very, very excited for the next video. So hit the notification bell so you can see me when I come back. Take care, everyone, and have yourself a wonderful one.